Hey friends, it's Christine. I thought we would do something a little bit different today, and that is to do a reaction on a show that I really enjoy watching because it's a little nuts. It is the Extreme Cheapskates show. Am I saying that right? Extreme Cheapskates from TLC. So the video we are going to react to today is America's Cheapest Family Extreme Cheapskates. This was posted by TLC 1 year ago, but it could potentially have been filmed much before that. Now, before we get into this video, I do want to tell you that I did interview with the production company for a TV network that might rhyme with Blee Elm Cree. I know from firsthand experience that they are going to try and ramp up the drama factor of the show because people like the drama. They do. When I was interviewing, they asked me all kinds of questions of their ideas. Would you be willing to show this on camera? Would you be willing to do this idea? Would you be willing to do this idea? All their ideas, nothing I actually ever did. That's just a little disclaimer before we get started. Let's jump into this react. Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
Just on top.
Okay, stop. At first I was looking at the pool and I'm like, I totally used to do that little blow up pool for my young kids in the backyard during the summer. When they brought out the dishes, I guarantee that was TLC's idea. I'll say two things about that. Number one, it's not a stupid idea. And number two, I had a friend do a home remodel and their kitchen was ripped out for like a year and she would wash the dishes in her bathtub. This actually feels like a better plan than washing your dishes in the bathtub. I don't know why. She's like dump it out in the grass. I don't know. So, okay, here we go.
We save money on the water bill. We save money on the electric bill. Are we gonna become millionaires off of it? Not per se, but it's gonna help us to be able to allocate that money towards a better purpose.
You know what I love about the washing the dishes in the pool is that it's teaching the kids to do the chores. I love that. It is extremely difficult as a parent of young children to get them to help in the chores because it takes 4 times as long. You have to have endless patience to teach the kids how to do the chore and then also encourage them to do the chore. It is much easier to do it yourself, but it creates better people. Like your kids become better people by learning these skills. So the fact that they're all doing it together, like a family chore like that, I do love. Based on this house, this looks like a Texas house. I can't tell where they live, but I'm telling you, this looks like a Texas house right here.
Our pots and pans broke, the handles broke off, and instead of going out and buying brand new pots and pans, Sean made this wrench that doubles as a handle, and the duct tape protects my hands from burning.
I mean, it works, but there are other options. Like there's thrift stores, there's garage sales, you can get a nice cast iron pan for not very much.
It's been more than 10 years since Sean and Melanie have made any significant improvements to their home. A sacrifice they claim has saved them over $30,000.
So true. Home improvements are ridiculously expensive. By just like being okay with what you have, you can save, yeah, $30,000, $40,000 just by being like, yeah, I'm happy with what I have. And there is something to be said about contentment with where you are instead of always thinking the grass is greener.
As you can see, we've got very sparse furniture. Living room furniture can cost up to $10,000, $20,000, depending.
Says who? Come on. Furniture costs $10,000, $20,000. Where are you shopping? Now listen, I don't have a lot in my living room either, I don't. But I got my couch and love seat at RC Willey for $1,200 7 years ago. And I got the coffee table for $40 because it was used. That was extravagant because I bought my couch new instead of going on the Facebook Marketplace and buying it used. Now perhaps there was no Facebook Marketplace when they filmed this, that's very possible. I just saw a sectional at Costco, big one for like $1,100. False on the $20,000 living room.
Our shower head broke and Sean came up with a great way to fix it. For the price of a soda bottle, he rigged it up.
No.
Smoked holes in there.
Stop. TLC made them do that. I am telling you right now, TLC made them do that. A new shower head is nothing. You can get a cheapy thingy for $5. Ace Hardware, $6.99. This like super fancy one with like the hose and the pull down thing, $30. This is so dumb. All you need is a wrench and like $5. This one's dumb.
And now we have a brand new shower head.
That was
this
totally TLC.
kind of is an eyesore, but it works, and I appreciate it.
Could you imagine washing your hair, for the girls with the long hair, could you imagine washing your hair on that sad water pressure? It's like dripping on your, you would never get conditioner out of your hair. Never. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Our realtor is gonna come over and give us an assessment and evaluate what we need to do before we actually put our house on the market.
It's dirty.
I'm telling you, this looks like Texas. This looks like the Dallas area.
Number one, no furniture. This won't work.
I agree with the realtor on this one. You'd have to stage it, but you can do it really inexpensively. They have those furniture rental places like Aaron's Furniture Rental. You could probably rent a set to stage your house for 50 bucks, or just go buy some used stuff at a garage sale. Maybe put some slip covers on it or something. It would be really easy to do, but to sell with all that stuff everywhere, I agree with him.
You've got to stage this room.
Stage how?
I mean, you've got to have furniture here, period.
Look, do you see the look on their face? They're like, living furniture? What? Here's the thing on the realtor staging a house. He's totally right. You depersonalize, so you take off all your family pictures and personal belongings. You take almost everything out. When we sold our house in Texas, we rented a storage unit and filled it with almost all of our stuff. The only things we had left, we just had like a bed in each bedroom, couches in the living room, table in the kitchen, and that was it. Everything was gone. All the bookshelves, all the books, all the pictures on the walls, all the toys, everything was gone. And it made it look wide open and clean and pleasing. And then most people, when they look at a house, can't figure out furniture placement if they don't already see furniture. I'm pretty good friends with my realtor right now, and she gives advice like this, and people are like, I'm not doing anything you say. And then they get like $20,000 less because they didn't listen.
None of these homes that are selling has carpet like this. The stains, the marks.
It is stained. I would probably get a professional carpet cleaner to come in before I replaced it. It's like $150 to get some stains up and like clean up all the carpets. It smells good. Try that first before replacing. Okay, so at a carpet shop.
We could get into some carpet in this range here. It's a little more cost-effective system. And we would be looking at a budget closer to around $1,800 to $2,000.
That is cheap for a whole house.
Let's say I just want to do sections.
Oh, that's a bad plan. That is a bad plan. You will be able to tell where the patches are. Flooring is expensive just in general to replace like a full house or something like that. I priced out what laminate flooring would be in my basement, and it was like $5,000. When they told me the price, I was like, I was expecting 3. I was like, I could do 3. And they were like, it's gonna be about 5,000. And I'm like, I had this look on my face, most likely.
Is there a way to get something like this?
Literally that?
Yeah.
Size and that?
Yeah, maybe about 10 would be good.
Sure, that would definitely be a first.
This sales guy.
I've never had anyone ask me for samples.
Oh, Joe the sales guy. I like this guy. This is really funny. He's like, I don't know. Carpet tiles. That's what they're getting. Carpet tiles.
So, Joe, what do you think on us purchase this?
Guys, I don't know. How about
20?
We'll do $20.
Okay.
$1.
Sean and Melanie were advised to replace the carpeting and refurnish their living room before showing their home.
I suspect this whole segment was TLC being like, we need to ump the weirdness factor. We need more content. Try this. I don't think they're actually moving. I think this was TLC's plan.
We had a quick favor we wanted to ask of you.
This is brilliant.
Borrow your furniture for the open house.
I would not just ask anyone this. It's a weird favor, but it's not a bad idea.
One more to your left. Got it.
To be clear, this has to be people you're actually friends with and not just a neighbor. Oh, they're legit replacing the carpet.
Sean taxed down their $2 samples himself.
No.
Well, it looks pretty much even, but the carpet is totally different color. I mean, you did a great job, but it just doesn't match.
Right. We knew it wasn't gonna 100% match.
It's not even close. It doesn't match.
High five.
They're not really doing an open house. Are they really? I bet these are their friends. These are people they know. These are like family members and people they know that they're like parading through as an open house. It's not really an open house.
Look at that. The handle's broke. People who are different are always going to be called weird because I do it in a different way than somebody else.
You're gonna do this every time you go to the bathroom?
Once again, new toilet handle, $5.
The good news is we're in Texas and Dallas. We're in a good market. There's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna...
Did you hear that? We're in Texas, we're in Dallas. What did I just say? Okay, I grew up in Dallas. Like, I graduated high school in Dallas. I went to college in Dallas. And then Dave and I lived in Dallas for another 6 years after we were married. I recognized that fence and that style of house. I totally called that.
I think the happiness lasts longer when you know that you've really tried to save and spend your money well in a quality way.
We appreciate it, but we're gonna keep looking.
The newer something is, the quicker it gets old.
It's true.
Oh, that was interesting. The newer something is, the quicker it gets old. Overall, they have a really beautiful house. They don't have furniture in it, but whatever. That doesn't seem that weird to me. And I suspect that most of the weird things, like the weird shower head, like the even selling their house, but the fact that they ripped out the carpet is a little odd. So maybe they were planning on replacing that room anyway, and they just did it for the show. I suspect most of that was TLC's idea, I would guess. I thought that was fun to like go through at least what's presented to us as other people being cheap. You know, as they say, America's cheapest family. I hope you enjoyed today's reaction video. Let me know if you want to see more like this. TLC has a whole bunch of extreme cheapskates episodes, and I think it would be fun. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.